Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We are beginning a brand new week this week. So let's start with our new sight word of the week. Who remembers last week's sight word? I hope you remember it. Come. C-O-M-E spells come like come on over here. Or come with me to the farm, right? Last week we were studying the farm. So this week we have a new sight word. This is our new sight word. Who knows what this word is? Who knows what this word is? A-N spells an. So if we put a C in front of it, we get can. Our new sight word of the week is can. So like, can you go to the farm with me? Can you go to the park with me? Yes, I can. Okay, great. So I want you to watch a video about the word can, and I'll see you here when it's done.
C-A-N. Can you spell can? C-A-N. 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 Can you spell can? C-A-N. C-A-N. C-A-N.
All right, so one more time. C-A-N spells can. Great. All right, so this week we are also going to be studying a new letter. The letter of the week is Z. There are two letters that we haven't specifically gone over. We've talked about them, we review their sounds, but we haven't spent a whole week on the letter Z, and there's one more left. I'll see if you can figure that one out. So the letter Z in capital or uppercase and lowercase form, they are both formed the same way. They're one of those letters where they look the same either way, but one is larger and the other is smaller. So for the uppercase, you start at the top, you draw a line across and then a diagonal line down. So you'd almost have like a number 7. Can you see how that could be a number 7? And then you draw a line across. So you don't have to pick up your pencil at all when you write the letter Z. Nope, not at all. You start here for the lowercase, go straight across, diagonal down, and straight across. All right, and this Z sounds like Z, Z, like zebra, right? Or zipper. I have a zipper on my jacket. Or who knows what this is? Zoo. Zoo. What do you find in a zoo? Animals, right? We talked about animals last week, but we talked about animals on a farm. So this week we are going to be talking about animals again a little bit, but animals that you would find in a zoo. Zoo begins with the letter Z. So let's write the letter Z quickly. You just saw how it's formed, but let's do it ourselves. So we start at the top, we draw a straight line across, a diagonal line down, so it looks like we have a number 7, you see it? And now we draw a straight line across. For the lowercase, we do the same thing. It's just that we start at the dotted line in the middle. So we go straight across. Let me do that again. That wasn't straight enough. We go straight across, a diagonal line down, so it looks like we have a little 7, and straight across again. Okay, so that is how we form our Z, capital and lowercase, and again, it sounds like Z, Okay, now you'll find Z in the beginning of words, in the middle of words, and in the end of at the end of words also. So we have zipper and zoo and zebra. Can anyone think of a vegetable that begins with the letter Z? If you can't, go zzz and see what comes out. What vegetable starts with zucchini? Who said zucchini? Zucchini. I like zucchini. Um, Okay, so we also have Z, the Z sound at the end of words, like buzz, right? What does a bee? We have the bee here, back here still. What does the bee do? The bee buzzes, right? So I could say buzzes, and the Z is in the middle of the word. It buzzes. Or I could just say buzz, and now the Z is at the end of the word. All right, so we're not going to spend too much time on Z. Again, it sounds like Z, but because we've reviewed it when we review all of the alphabet, we've reviewed it quite a bunch, and there aren't a whole ton of words that start with Z. There are a good amount, and in fact, we have some students out there whose names begin with the letter Z, because I know Zachary, who has sent in a project the past couple of weeks, right? So hi, Zachary. And later for story time, we're going to be reading a special book about a zebra named Zachary. All right, so for now, let's look at some animals that we would find in a zoo. Now, this isn't a sight word of the week, but it's a kind of easy word to remember. Zoo, Z-O-O spells zoo. So let's look at some animals that could live in the zoo. Now, these animals can live in a zoo and they can also live out in nature in their own environments, okay? So the first one, we have a picture of a snake. What letter does snake start with? S is the sound S. Snake. Snake begins with S. What about a bear? What does bear begin with? B. Bear begins with the letter B. Okay, what about a tiger? What letter does tiger begin with? T. Tiger begins with the letter T. Tiger. What about lion? Lion begins with L. Lion. And that is a lowercase. That is a lowercase L. And if I want to make it capital, I just put a little line across the bottom. This, who knows what this is? A rhinoceros. Short for rhinoceros, we can say a rhino, which is what it says right here. What does rhino begin with? Rhino. Is the sound of R. Rhino begins with R. What about a gorilla? Gorilla begins with G. G for gorilla. Okay, what about hippo? Hippo begins with H for hippo. I hope you're calling these out. I hope you're saying them, the letter that it begins with, before I do. And elephant. This is one of our vowels. Elephant. The E sound is the sound of E for elephant. Two more. We have monkey. What letter does monkey start with? M. And remember, M gets 2 humps. N gets 1. And the last one is zebra. Zebra begins with what letter? Z for zebra, okay? So the difference between S and Z is that S has the S sound. Z has Z, it sounds more of like a buzz, right? Okay, so think snake makes the slithering sound of S, and zebra sounds like Z, like the buzz of a bee. Okay, so let's do a couple of sentences. All right, so let's do some sentences. Today we are going to read 4 sentences, and they all have our new sight word, which is Can. C-A-N spells can. So let's all try to recognize them, okay? Remember, you say the words before I do if you can, our sight word. If you can't, it's completely okay. Just repeat after me. Look at the word and repeat it because eventually it will sink in, and the next time you see it, you might go, ah, I know that one. All right, so the first one is I can see the big, who knows that word? Who knows this one? I'll give you a help if you didn't know it. Pig. I can see the big pig. Great. Let's do the second one. Can you see me? Question mark. So this time we don't put a period at the end like we've talked about previously. We put a question mark. Okay, so if you look back there, I have a big question mark on the wall. We use a question mark at the end of a question. So if we're asking somebody something, we put that at the end to let the reader know it's a question. If we put a period, it means it's a statement. Okay, next sentence. We can run. And remember, we put a period at the end of statements. We can run. And here's the next one. Can you? Can you? So here we have a question. So the statement is, we can run. The question is, can you? All right, great, everybody. So we did 4 sentences today. We talked about the letter Z for zebra, and we talked about how to form the upper and the lowercase z. And of course, we learned our new sight word can. So we did a lot for a Monday. So you have a couple of worksheets to do on your own today. You're going to do one practicing writing upper and lowercase z's, and the other one is practice with the new sight word can, okay? Join me back here for story time. We are going to read a story about Zachary the zebra. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.